President Trump tweets out this morning that perhaps the presidential election in November should be delayed. That's not going to happen. There's no reason for him to suggest that it happen, yet he does it anyway, giving his enemies the weekend to hit him with rocks every hour on the hour. Why? Why does the president continue to do this when it hurts him, but not only him? It hurts all of us who understand that if the radical left achieves power through a doddering Joe Biden, our country is going to vanish. So it's more than just Donald Trump. And I just, for the life of me, cannot understand why he can't understand that these things hurt him and traditional America. Put it on the screen. With universal mail-in voting, the president tweets, 2020 will be the most inaccurate and fraudulent election in history. It will be a great embarrassment to the USA. Delay the election until people can properly, securely, and safely vote. So he's talking about COVID. Okay? That a lot of people are afraid to go to the polls to vote. There's no question that mail-in voting is easier to corrupt than in-person polling, where you go to the poll and you vote. There's no question about that. Anybody who denies that is lying to you. However, each state makes its own rules, overseen by the Federal Election Commission. And you would assume that the FEC understands what each state is doing. So, for example, in Washington state, for years, they have had mail-in voting. And you can just vote it, put it in the envelope, go to the polling place, drop it in. That's a form of mail-in voting. Others allow you to put a stamp, put it in, and then you send it. That's a recipe for disaster, as we saw in Florida, okay, time after time after time. So I understand Donald Trump's frustration. I understand it. But there is a system in place, and no one is going to allow President Trump to disrupt the system on speculation. Okay? No one. He's not going to be able to do it. So why bother with this? Why not beef up the Federal Election Commission and monitor what they're doing, and then if you see a specific state that is out of control or doesn't have the proper mechanisms, then you can go in. But I'll tell you what, I know many of you watching me now are Trump supporters, and you understand the big picture, that it's not all about Donald Trump. It's about the country, as I laid out earlier this week. But this hurts his chances, because you know what the anti-Trump forces are going to do with it. I don't want traditional America to be demolished.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.